Hey everyone, Sean Smith from Don't Diss My Ability. I just wanted to make a quick video with the holiday season coming up. Kids are going to be at home and they're going to get on our nerves, especially kids who are neurodiverse. So kids with ADHD, autism spectrum disorder, OCD, ODD, they're constantly going to be asking to do something or asking for something in general. It could be your time, it could be something physical. And the challenge is that we're going to say no a lot. And so it's going to create a lot of tension at home because all these kids are going to hear is no. So one way to avoid that and to have try to make it a more positive experience over the holidays is to come up with a holiday bucket list. So to sit down as a group, as a family, and to come up with a bunch of things that each person wants to do. And then to create a calendar over the holidays and to plug those in to make sure that you work towards getting them done. And that way it kind of anchors the kids. They have something to look forward to instead of there being a constant no or I don't know and meltdowns that come with it, to try and incorporate this into your schedule and into your calendar so that the kids have something to look forward to. And that way you're not always saying no, you're saying not right now. And then you can show them, you can redirect them and say, hey, look, this is when we plan on doing this. This is what we agreed on. Let's get excited for that day. And it gives them something to look forward to, a little something every day or every other day, right? And there can be all types of activities put in there. Even building in, if you're somebody who uses an advent calendar, that's something else you can build into it. Set a certain time when the advent calendar gets opened, and then you make that into part of the routine. And so the more we add the structure to this unstructured time, kids will thrive. Transitions will be a lot easier. There won't be as many meltdowns because we're going to let these kids know what they're expecting to happen, what's coming up, what they have to look forward to, instead of things just bouncing around in their head and they're not really having an idea of what's happening and when. So it gets to be pretty frustrating because the kids have ideas of what they want to happen. And so when they ask you, in their mind, you've already said yes. And when you say no, it's kind of like that house of cards comes crashing down and they get really frustrated and angry and upset with you. And then it turns into a big thing. So one major way to avoid that is to think ahead and to plan ahead and to try and implement your bucket list. So I'm curious to know how many people use a bucket list. And if you don't have one, would you consider it? What are some things that you put in your bucket list? So I'll give you an example for mine. We usually like to have a sliding party. We have a bunch of friends that we'll try to get together with, drink some cocoa, try and go around and see family, have play dates. We might try to go to the movie theater once as a family. So we try to incorporate different things, and it all depends on what the person wants to do, right? And it's a give and take, right? We're not just going to do things that we want to do, but we're asking our kids also, we're giving them a voice in what it is they'd like to do, and we're going to follow through by doing that. And it really does help to create that bond and to ease transition times because they're tough, especially over the holidays. Kids go from having the structure of being in school to all of a sudden not having that structure and being at home. And although they do enjoy it, it's also hard on them because they don't have that structure of knowing what to do and exactly when to do it. So I'm curious to know, if you have a bucket list, what are some of the things that you would put on your bucket list? Please leave a comment. And if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. Please follow my page, and you can subscribe to my email list through my website, www.ddmax.ca. Thanks a lot, everybody, and have a great weekend.